Hi, this is Alana Terry from the Successful Writer Podcast. I'm recording this Thanksgiving week of 2020. So happy Thanksgiving if that's a holiday that you celebrate where you live. And today is going to be just a special chat about some different holiday promotion ideas. So might be a little bit too late to start one of these for like Thanksgiving week if you're listening to this when it goes live, but hopefully it'll give you some ideas for any type of upcoming holiday that you want to get ready for in advance. So that's our topic today. Let's go ahead and dive in. So if you've done any of my courses or trainings, or you've listened to the Successful Writer podcast for any amount of time, you probably know that I really am a fan of the spaghetti on the wall teaching style, where I just throw a bunch of ideas at you and leave it up to you which you want to decide to try to implement. And so that's exactly what we're doing today. So what I've got is just a list of different holiday promotion ideas, and I specifically made it a list that did not require reducing your price because, yeah, totally fine to reduce your price if you want. But I feel like some authors fall into the trap of thinking the only time they can make really good sales is if their books are free or discounted. And I think that our books are quality and professional and worth every penny, even without a discount. So holiday promotion ideas that do not involve lowering your price is the topic for today. So one thing you could do is a special holiday bundle, and you could even look into some options for selling it direct. I like to use Gumroad to sell direct, Gumroad. You can upload your files there, set up a pretty nice sales page. You've got a nice looking template, and people can pay you directly instead of going through something like Amazon where they take, 30% or more of your royalties. So a way you could do this, for example, is last Mother's Day, I took 9 of my novels that all had themes of motherhood in them, ranging from women's fiction with a mom and a NICU baby, all the way to a thriller where the main character is a single mom who just escaped a dangerous cult, and her daughter is kidnapped and she is trying to save her daughter. So it was a wide range of kind of genres, but they were all tied together by this theme of motherhood. And what I didn't put this for sale on Amazon and Kobo and things like that. I just had it offered to Gumroad specifically as a promotion for my readers. Another cool thing you can do with Gumroad, you don't have to, but you can, is instead of setting a price, you can set it pay what you can. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take all 9 of my most popular series, put it up as one Gumroad product that people can buy, set it at pay what you can with like a $15 price minimum, right? So they have to at least pay $15, but they can pay more if they want. So you don't have to, though. You could just say, here's 9 books for $20, which is still a deal, or however many books you've got. And again, you can discount it, but you don't have to. And a nice thing about doing it with something like Gumroad is you also, in addition to maintaining the royalties, you get the email addresses of the people who do sign up, which is something you don't get when you sell a book on Amazon or something like that. Another thing that you can consider either in this special bundle or maybe just as something different is like some bonus materials. Maybe you'll take one of your favorite characters and just write a super short story of a couple thousand words about how they're celebrating this specific holiday or something like that. Those can be really, really fun for readers who love your characters. If you have a series that's completed, you might even consider something like an annual holiday tradition where you get to check back in with these characters every Christmas time or something like that. Readers can really get excited about that. And it doesn't have to be a long, elaborate thing. Like I said, just a couple thousand words could be totally fine. But any type of bonus material, sometimes even like bonus videos, right? You just jump on and record a couple videos about what went on behind the scenes for different books. Those are things that you can provide to your readers, or they're things that you can choose to include in one of those bundles that you're selling directly. One thing that I love to do, holiday time or not, are charity promotions. So there's a couple ways you could do this. There's actually an entire podcast episode called Ways to Raise Money for Charity with your books. I might give you some more ideas. You could set a time frame. This is probably the simplest to set up. just say, for this week, this amount of proceeds are going to be donated to this charity, right? So it can be, for this week, any money that I get from this one specific series will be donated to Red Cross. Or it could be, a portion of all proceeds of all my books for this week will be donated to such and such. However you want to do it, but it makes your readers feel good about jumping in, especially if you have something like maybe it's a box set and you've got your super fan readers have already bought the individual books, but maybe you're running a charity promotion for your box set. That can be incentive for your readers to buy it, even if they've read it before, and also to share, to feel good. It makes you feel good. There's a lot of awesome ways that you can set it up to do some charity promotions, to get more attention for your books, but also to do something that really is helping others at this time. Something else you can consider, especially for 2020, is the fact that people are a little more isolated. People aren't traveling as much. People are celebrating holidays, feeling perhaps more lonely than normal. You could consider some kind of get together. Maybe it's like a holiday chat where you all bring hot cocoa or your beverage of choice and you just talk about the books you've read, things like that. You can create a couple icebreaker games so your readers can get to know each other. Anything that fosters engagement is great year round. But I feel like, especially right now where people are going into the holidays and many people are feeling lonelier than normal, it could be a great way to not only just build buzz for your books and things like that, but really just to offer your readers a place to connect with some like-minded people. If you've got paperbacks, it's a good time to be doing signed paperback types of giveaways. I got away from selling paperbacks directly. It takes a long time to mail things from Alaska, for one thing. And then the more books I got, the more I didn't like to feel like I needed to keep every single one of them on hand. But maybe if you're in that ballpark, maybe it just means you've got one book that you will sign for readers or something like that. So you don't feel like you need to keep like 3 to 5 copies of every single book you've written on hand, because that can get, in my case, it got a little unruly and something I didn't want to continue to manage. But some kind of signed paperback option could be cool. You could even offer to send people gifts, right? So the reader buys a book from you and they tell you who to send it to, and you can sign it, Merry Christmas, Julie, from your mother, Janet, or something like that. You can offer to, gift wrap it for people, make their holiday shopping easier. That could be a cool way to do it as well. You could do some giveaways, things that will not necessarily be meant to try to sell your books, but maybe even grow your newsletter list. Lots of giveaways happening around the holidays that can, again, not only build your audience and engage your audience, but really help people feel connected, which is really important this time of year. So I hope that out of all of those ideas, you got, a couple that might be worth trying, if not for this holiday season, whatever next big holiday is coming up. And we'll talk to you soon.